Hey guys, it's Melanie Sobosinski. So I wanted to put this out there because it's something that was just kind of in my pocket that I've been wanting to share. There will be a blog release later on this also, but so many people lose motivation so quickly. I myself have done it a million times. Like if it's not fun, I'm done with it. If it's not working the way I'm expecting it to, I'm out the door. You know, we have these expectations of how things are supposed to go that we want done. And when they don't go that way, we're like, see ya, gone. So I'm about to give you 5 mindset traps that are killing your motivation. So what is your mindset? It's your stinking thinking, really. So it's a collection of thoughts and beliefs that shape your habits. It's kind of like how you think about things, how you feel about things, and then in turn it makes you do certain things. It really plays a critical role when certain challenges come in the way, right, of anything that you're doing in life, whether it's a weight loss program, whether it's relationship type things, whether it's starting a new career, making some big kind of change in your life or just day-to-day things. There's so many traps that can get in the way as far as keeping you motivated, just to maybe even get out of bed for some people. So what are 5 traps that we're all stuck in, have been in, trying to get out of, things like that? So trap number 1, focusing on what you can't do. I was here. If you all know my story about my back, I was focusing on all the stuff I couldn't do because my back hurt, instead of focusing on what I could do. And that was negative thinking. It really was. And someone said to me, don't focus on what you can't do. Just focus on what you can do. And when I started to do that, guess what? I was able to do a lot of those things that I kept saying I couldn't do. So instead of focusing on what can't be done, focus on what you can do and take those action steps to move forward with it. Because before you know it, you'll be like, oh, hey, guess what? My mindset changed from negative to positive. And all those things that I was bitching about that I couldn't do, I've done them and then some. Clearly, trust me, it works. It really does. Like, oh, I can't, ride a bike. I'll never ride a bike, said 5-year-old. Can't ever ride a bike. Instead of focusing on like, hey, I really want to ride that bike. And I'm going to get up on that thing every time I can and every time I fall off so I can get that end result. If they gave up and their mindset sucked, as some of us adults have sucky mindsets, 5-year-olds would still be riding training wheels at 25 years old. Right? So determination is something that when you focus on what you can do, it propels you forward. So the second one is giving in to fear. It's totally normal to have fears about what could happen, what may not happen, or sometimes you have fear of actually being successful at something. Like, what's going to happen if you are successful? People might expect more of you. Ooh, that's a good thing to have in life. Okay, but sometimes we're afraid of people making fun of us for what we're doing. Like, really? You think that's going to work? Well, it didn't work for Johnny. It's not going to work for you. We have fear of the unknown, fear of failure, and these are all normal things. But when we let that control us, it's like we're not seeing the possibilities as they can actually happen and be done. We're not looking at what we can do. Again, trap number 1, we look at what we can't do. So sometimes the next trap is we compare so much more now with all this social media stuff that's out there and all this other stuff. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Sometimes you compare and you're like, well, that looks really good. I wish I could have their life, or I wish I could do what they're doing. And you know what? The grass does not always mean that it's greener on the other side. It's going to be greener where you freaking water it. So take responsibility. I know it's tough love, right? Take responsibility, focus on what you can do, push your fears to the side, and quit comparing. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is who you were the day before. Try to be better than you were the day before. One step closer, right? Okay, so here's another one. Trap number 4. We constantly tell ourselves these stories and we believe them. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve this. I'll never amount to this. I fail every time I do this. And then we believe that that's exactly what's going to happen. Like, because it happened to you before, it's always going to be that way. Like, oh, because I haven't had this in so long, I'm never going to get this because clearly I'm no good. Well, stop. They're all lies. Quit telling yourself stories, because your past and whatever's happened before or whatever fears you have does not define you. Okay? So quit telling yourself stories. If you're going to tell yourself stories, make sure they're good ones and believe those ones. Don't believe the ones that are holding you back. So number 5 is, oh man, we so much focus way too much on being perfect. Because this is how everybody's supposed to look, is perfect. Because, oh my gosh, if we showed that we had faults and that we fell, then people would make fun of us. Then we'd give in to fear. Second trap. So focus on progress, right? Not perfection. Each day you move forward a little bit, a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Focus on what you can do. Push past the fears. Quit comparing yourself. And quit telling yourself these silly, crazy stories of, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve it. That's you thinking you have to be perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? Remember that? I'm nobody, nobody's perfect. So focus on what you can do and slowly take those actions and progress forward each day a little bit at a time. Because I think what happens is we get stuck in this trap, this mindset, this crappy mindset of like, we don't deserve these things, we're never going to amount to anything. And I feel like the fear of actually accomplishing something is scary as hell for some of us. Because what's going to happen when you get there? You keep moving forward. I mean, come on. You are holding back on so many things in life, I bet, because you're falling into all these traps. So guess what? You're worthy of everything that you want to accomplish in life. You are capable of it, and you are deserving of it. And I'm going to tell you what, you can freaking do it. Turn that mindset from negative to positive. Get out of those traps and move forward. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope that you have, you're taking away some things here, because you know what? These are traps that we all get stuck in. We've all been stuck in, and guess what? We get stuck in over and over sometimes. And the more that you can pull yourself out of these traps, the easier it gets when these things arise in life. When challenges come up and we're like, well, we're not going to be able to do it because our mindset sucks. So check your stinking thinking, change it from negative to positive, and get out there and live your life. And we will chat later.